T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, hell.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Sunday. It is Sunday. We're here with some trailers. And again, one more time, I am having StreamYard issues again. I do not know what the problem is, good people. I do not know what the problem is. Grr. We're going to do our best to get through it. I'm going to eventually figure it out. But it's good to see all you good, beautiful people out here. I've been reading along in the chat, seeing what you guys have been talking about, and it's fantastic to be here tonight. I'm excited to do this. We did trailers. We did Friday the 13th. We did Scream. We did Nightmare on Elm Street. We did Halloween. And you say, but Michael, you're doing the 80s tonight. Isn't a majority of the Friday the 13th movies in there? Yes. Isn't a majority of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies in there? Yes. Scream, no. Halloween, some. But I've excluded all of those from tonight. So you have no idea what is coming up tonight. And that, my friends, is why this is so fun for me to do. I wanted to get it to the point to where you guys know they're from the 80s, but you have no idea what we're watching. I pulled from slashers. I pulled from paranormal. There's all kinds of different shit in here. And I'm not going to give, anything else away. because some things, if I do say, you guys will kind of guess what it is. And I don't want you guys guessing. I don't want you guys having any idea what we're going to be watching tonight. But, I am looking forward to your reaction. And I'm looking forward to mine as well because I found I had the movies, the movies that I wanted. I found the trailers, but again, I did not watch through them. So a lot of these I've never seen. Hopefully they're the right ones, because that's kind of important. They look like it, but who knows? Maybe something will say one thing and be something else. That's the fun of going live, people. And that's also the fun of actually reacting to something you've never seen before. So that could happen. But let's see who I have in the chat tonight. Jerry Wilson is in the chat saying, hello, Michael. Let's get it, brother. Hashtag Doug Life. That's what I'm talking about. Jerry Wilson, what's up, my man? I hope that you are doing well, sir. Happy Sunday, brother. Happy Sunday. And Jerry's also saying, please smash that like button and hit that notification button to let you know when Movies and Beyond is on. Movies and Beyond is on. That's not easy to say, but I did it, sort of. Thanks for that, Jerry. He's also thrown out the merch link, too. If you'd like any Movies and Beyond merch, you can do so by going to that link right there. YouTube does show some stuff, but it kind of picks and chooses what it puts out there. There might be a way I can fix that, but, I'd just rather direct you guys to the actual store where you can see everything, right? So you can go over there and check it out if there's something you want. Something for everybody over there. Paula is in the chat as well, saying hi to everyone. What's up, Paula? I hope you're having a great Sunday. Always good to see you here, my friend. Russell Dorsey is in the chat as well, saying, what's up, everyone? I smashed that like button. I hope everyone is having one, right? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's get this party started. Thug Life. This should be interesting. Very interesting. Yes. What's up, Russell? I hope you're having a great Sunday, brother. Always good to see you here, my man. Jerry also jumps back in and drops a Patreon link. So if you guys want to support Movies and Beyond outside of YouTube, you can do so over at Patreon. Jerry has provided the link right there. You can go check it out there. There's a whole bunch of extra stuff I don't really do here. Over there, along the same lines, horror, paranormal stuff. It's all over there. It is all over there. And there's some new shows coming to Patreon, which I'm excited to get to. Let's see who else we have in the chat. I see that Gina is in the chat as well, saying hi, everyone. How's everyone's Sunday going? My Sunday is going good, Gina. How is your Sunday going? I hope that you are having a great Sunday. It's always good to see you here, my friend. I am glad that you're here. Michael is in the chat as well, saying, what up, my peeps? What's going on, Michael? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you are having a fantastic Sunday. I hope that it is going well. Always good to see you here. Val from Val's Views is in the chat. The General is in the chat. The General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. She's saying happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday, Val. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Always good to see the General in the chat. And James has entered the chat. The Shape is in the chat saying hi, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great weekend too, James. Always good to see you here, my friend. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, sir. Happy Sunday. Did I get everybody talking? I don't think that I did. Mr. Rick is in the chat as well, saying this should be fun. Not knowing what trailers is what's exciting. Dude, you got me. You get it. You see what I did there. You see, Mr. Rick, what's up, my man? Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well, brother. Always good to see you here. Always good to see you here. Melissa the Wild Card is in the chat as well, saying hey to everyone. What's up, Melissa? I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Always good to see you here, my friend. Shut Up James is in the chat as well. What's going on, man? Happy Sunday, brother. Always good to see you here. I remember James was in the chat before saying that he liked the trailer. So I hope you have fun with these tonight, James. Always good to see you here, my man. I hope you are doing well, sir. I hope that you are doing well. Kyle is in the chat as well, saying, hey, everyone. What's up, Kyle? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Always good to see you here. And Jerry Wilson has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Jerry, thank you, my man. Thank you so much. It means the world to me how much you support this channel, brother. Just know how much I appreciate you. A million thank yous. A million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million. Thank you. Thank yous, Jerry. It means the world to me, brother. Thank you again. Did I get everybody chatting? I did not, because Jamie Hart is in the chat saying hello to everyone. What's up, Jamie? Always good to see you here, my friend. I hope that you are doing better. I saw on Instagram. I hope that you are feeling better. Always good to see you here, my friend. And I hope you have fun tonight. Happy Sunday. Did I get everybody chatting? I got everybody chatting. That's what I'm talking about. We got through that quick tonight. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I missed you, I do apologize. Let's throw a hello up again. And I will get you. I do apologize. I try to go through these. I try to get everybody. I'm pretty decent at it. You know, I'm okay at it. Mediocre at best. But tonight, StreamYard holds together. That's what I needed to do. I've seen it stress out on me twice since we've started, and we are only 10 minutes in. So that's in the average of about every 5 minutes. It's going to try to piss me off, but I'm still trying to get this together. I do not know what is going on. I've tried everything. The last stream we got through was really good. Now it's tripping again. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. Hopefully you all are still here by the time I do. But we'll get it together. Tonight, we're jumping back to the 80s. We're going into 80s horror. Again, if you weren't here at the beginning, I said that I did exclude Nightmare, Halloween, Friday the 13th from the 80s because we did those already. I didn't want to do doubles. Yes, they were a big part of the 80s. I do understand that, but I do have live streams for each of those that specialized on that franchise alone. So if there is a Halloween or a Friday 13th or a Nightmare that you wish that you saw up here tonight, you can go over to see all of them. You go over to the channel, hit the live tab. You'll see them in there. They're labeled as such. So we did watch all of those. And also, I know that I have a lot of Scream fans in here. We did Scream as well. So tonight, though, we are sticking with the 80s. And again, the big three are not in here tonight. We're going all off script from that. So let me go ahead and bring up the first one. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's not waste any time. As usual, let me know on sound. And here we go. It's looking old. I wonder if they just did that. Because that is Scream Factory.
It's a bad time.
Who knows it?
This time
Who knows it
of year.
already?
How many times is he gonna tell this story?
Oh, let him tell it. I love fairy tales.
This ain't no fairy tale, little girl. If you don't take it seriously, you're a fool.
The first Valentine's dance in 20 years has to be something special.
Look, Landers, you gotta get a lot of exercise if you're gonna grapple with Gretchen.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got a Valentine for her that she's never gonna forget. Right to the heart, huh?
In this town on Valentine's Day,
There's the voice.
everybody loses their heart.
Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you.
It can't be happening again. It can't be happening again.
What's going on over in Valentine Bluffs? It looks like Harry Warden's back in town.
It happened once. It happened twice. Cancel the dance or it'll happen for thrice. In the town of Valentine Bluffs, there are many ways to die. Take your pick. My Bloody Valentine.
All right. It's My Bloody Valentine. Let me set up the next one before I start talking because they're kind of funny. All right. Got this next one set up. So we're going to go for the next one. Look, My Bloody Valentine. I had to put it in here. I know it falls into the 1980s to where they were taking, holidays from like Halloween. You had Friday the 13th. You had April Fool's Day. You had, the Valentine movies. Like, I am sorry. I absolutely freaking love the OG. I love 80s fun. I'm sorry, it is. I think the Miner looks freaking amazing. Like as a killer of the movie, I think that he looks fantastic. And yeah, maybe it's a little dated, and that's fine, but it's still one of my favorites. It's a go back and watch. And suggestively so, like if you watch the regular one, it's good. But if you have a chance to watch the director's cut, do that. Definitely do that. It is a little longer. It does go into a little more detail on a few things. Of course, there's extra scenes with it being the director's cut, and I like it just a little bit more. I love the movie itself, but I like that one just a little bit more. All right. Kyle is saying the 80s is definitely the best decade for horror movies. Dude, I second that. I do. I do second that. Jerry Wilson has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. That makes 2 Movies and Beyond memberships that Jerry has gifted. And my friend, thank you so much. Again, it means the world to me. Thank you for your support, dude. A million times. Thank you. Thank you. And it looks like Jamie Hart got the membership there. Congratulations, Jamie. That is freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Russell calls it out, My Bloody Valentine. Yes, sir. Yes, it was. It was. And Russell says the OG. James also calling out My Bloody Valentine. That is freaking awesome. Val said, I just watched this not too long ago. Great cheesy 80s horror. It is. It kind of falls. I wouldn't say it's as cheesy as like Slumber Party Massacre, but it's along those lines. I totally dig this movie. Russell says 1981, I believe. It sounds about right, man. I didn't look it up to see for sure, but that's you're in a ballpark for sure. For sure. Let's see. Mr. Rick is saying, I hate to say this, I've never seen that one. I have to put it on my list. Yeah, man. Definitely watching it now with it being so old that you kind of have to take into account it's going to be a little dated. But yes, it's definitely a good watch. Definitely a good watch. Paula said, I like the movie, but not the trailer. I got you. Gina says, love the remake, but I've never seen the original. We'll definitely check it out. Yeah, so being a fan of the original, I wasn't really a fan of the remake. I don't know. I just wasn't. I own it, like it's up there, but it's not watched too often. James is saying it's still awesome today. Yeah, I dig it. I totally dig it. Russell says, I like the original. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. James said the remake was good too. It definitely was. Well, okay. They made it, like it, yeah, well, I mean, to each their own. You like what you like, right? You definitely like what you like. Val is saying, haven't seen the remake. Okay. All right. You should check it out. You should definitely check it out. James says it's not as good as the OG, but still a good watch. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. It kind of falls in that time frame of, like when they came out with like House of Wax, and it's kind of like along those lines of the time in horror. How that time frame horror looked a specific way, and that one definitely falls into it for sure. Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat saying, hey everybody, Kaylee and I are now here. Well, what's up, Jeff? It's good to see you here, brother. Hi, Kaylee. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Hope you guys are both having a great Sunday. Always good to see you guys here. Always. Kyle's saying, I have to watch the original My Bloody Valentine, but I have seen the remake. Yeah, you should always go back and watch the OG. Always go back and watch the OG. But again, like I said, it is dated. So keep that in mind for sure. Definitely keep that in mind for sure. Michael's saying, is there a girl named Tina in the original? Like most older horror movies? I saw the remake and I loved it. Dude, I honestly couldn't tell you. But that sounds like it's, it would make sense that there would be. So I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes. But it seems like there's a Tina in everything, right? Especially back then. Sarah Campbell is in the chat as well, saying, hey, friends, what's up, Sarah? Hope you're having a great Sunday. Always good to see you here. Always good to see you here. Val is saying, anyone who hasn't seen the OG, it's a definite must-watch if you're a lover of 80s horror. Has everything that decade had to offer as far as horror went. It did. That's well said. That's definitely well said. It does. It definitely does. And and it keeps you guessing through the whole thing as well, too. And that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to. I definitely don't want to ruin it. But I will say this: if you've seen the remake, it's not the same. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. James is saying there's always a Tina in horror movies. Dude, you are not lying. You are not lying for sure. Sarah said, did I just miss the one trailer? So yes, you only missed My Bloody Valentine. We still got 9 to go. We've got 9 more trailers to check out tonight. So you've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. All right, let me pull up this next one. Another 80s banger, in my opinion. Let me know on sounds, and here we go.
Dear Mom and Dad, I've been at a sleepaway camp for almost 3 weeks, and I'm getting very scared.
Welcome to Sleepaway Camp. Someone is watching you.
Hey, Baba, revolve.
Someone
It's that music.
is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death.
Turn the wheel! Oh my God!
Sleepaway Camp. You won't be coming home.
All right, I've got to ask you guys this to the fans of Sleepaway Camp. Yeah, I hate when I do that. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I'm kind of slow here. All right, let me pull that back. Okay, to the fans of Sleepaway Camp, that music is burned in my brain from the end of that movie. The end of that movie, that music, I remember from the first time I saw that movie, the first time going all the way back and not knowing the outcome of what was going to happen at the end of Sleepaway Camp. It was just burned in my brain. That music, every time I hear it now, every single time. It's definitely unique for sure. Definitely unique. Sorry, I lost my place in the chat. I do apologize. Mr. Rick is saying it seems that Thanksgiving took some things from Bloody Valentine's trailer. Yeah, Thanksgiving. That's fair to say. That's definitely fair to say. Russell said Sleepaway Camp. Yes, and they mention it like literally in the first 3 seconds. I'm at Sleepaway Camp. It's like, oh, like, yeah, you sure are. Melissa says, I hate Sleepaway Camp. Melissa, it's Sleepaway Camp. It's Sleepaway. Angela's definitely now. Nothing against Kathy Bates for Misery, and I know that they're not even close when you look at the scale of the type of movie and what's better and what's not. I do that, but Angela's my favorite of the psycho female killers. Angela Baker's always my favorite. Always has been, whether it be 1, 2, and 3. I enjoy it. I love Sleepaway Camp. James also throwing up Sleepaway Camp. Yes. Val is saying Angela. Yes, Angela is there. And if you haven't seen it, now you know. Russell is saying I love Sleepaway Camp. I do too. And here's the thing with Sleepaway Camp. I don't get me wrong, I love the original. I really like 2. I do. I know that it took a more comedic turn towards Sleepaway Camp. I know that it was a little funny, but I mean, as far as guilty pleasures go, Sleepaway Camp 2 is definitely near the top of my list. It is. I can't help it. I really dig Sleepaway Camp 2, especially all the references. You got the Jason reference, you got the Texas Chainsaw reference, you've got the Nightmare reference. Like, it's so good. So good. Paul is saying nice building suspense. Yeah, they did a really good job with that trailer too. They did. The music, it's like it's me every time. It's so recognizable to me at this point. 1 second here. Val is saying now this one is 80s cheese deluxe, but it's such a great watch. I would have to say that it's 80s cheese deluxe with bacon, because there's a lot going on there. There is definitely a lot going on there. Paula said there was no suspense in the first one. Okay, I see. I got you. James is saying, I think I've seen this one only a couple times. It's been a while since I've seen it. All right, my man. All right. And you know, that happens with a lot of these 80s slashers. I see John's in the chat and he drops a dime, of course. What's up, John? I hope you're doing well. He said the wiener was burned into my brain. You know, seeing it is like a 9-year-old kid. You know, you kind of look at the screen and you just look back at who you're watching it with. Like, that's not right. Like, there's something different. There's something going on here. That's not supposed to be there. Oh, John, you're a trip. You are a trip. Mr. Rick is saying, I love the first movie, but never saw the other ones. I heard 2 is good, but the other ones are not. I enjoy 3 too, but just keep in mind that 3 goes a little farther than 2 as far as, you know, being cheesy and what it is. But I definitely enjoy it. Jerry says chilling. Oh, yeah. Russell says 2 is my favorite. 2 is my favorite too, man. It definitely is. That's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. Val is saying, Rick, in number 2, there's an outhouse kill that will just. Oh, God, yes, there is. The outhouse kill is definitely there for sure. Michael said, I own Sleepaway Camp box set. Thank God the 4th one. I own a Sleepaway Camp box set. Thank God the 4th one was a part of it. I would have to burn it. Oh, wasn't a part of it? Yeah, man. For sure. There's only 3 to me. There's only 3. I'm sorry, but there's only 3 sleepaway camps to me. Let's jump into the next one. Let's see what we got here. I think that this is, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. Let me know on sound. And here we go.
What would you do if you accidentally discovered the house next door was occupied by something not human? Something horrifying. Something unspeakably evil. No one believes you.
Mom, I didn't have a nightmare.
Not your mom.
They did kill a girl over there.
Not your girlfriend.
Charlie, is this some sort of a trick to get me back?
Not even the police.
Look, I know it's crazy. I know that, but look, Lieutenant!
It knows that you know.
Welcome.
You'll do anything to protect yourself. But it will do anything to protect its secret. Fright Night. If you love being scared, this could be the night of your life. Fright Night. Coming to your neighborhood this summer.
So I am a little disappointed in that trailer. I am, and I'll tell you why. I will tell you why I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get the line. We didn't get the welcome to Fright Night line. Like, that is so epic. That is so epic from that movie. And it has been, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, it's been a minute since I've seen it. I have a collector's edition up there. I bought it probably like 6 months ago, and there's no excuse. There's no excuse for me not to have watched it by now. But especially watching the trailer got me a little amped up. I might have to do it. Let's see here. Where were we? James was saying, I love camping when I was a kid. These goofy movies never scared me from going into the woods. No, that was Jason's job. That was Jason's job to scare you out of the woods. Russell's saying there's only 3 in my book too. Yeah, dude. I think I've seen the 4th one time. I'm not even sure that I finished it. And I was just like, no, this is a trilogy. This is a trilogy. There's a reason why it's sold as a trilogy. For sure. Melissa is saying, oh yes, Fright Night. Hell yeah. Fucking it's Fright Night. You know Fright Night was gonna make this. No, Fright Night was going to make this. Jerry was letting me know that sound was good. Thank you for that, Jerry. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate that. Russell throws out Fright Night. Kyle throws out Fright Night. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you guys. It's instantly recognizable to me when it shows the kid, because I don't really see him, that look for him. It's just like, yeah, that's Fright Night. For sure. Sarah saying, "Oh, I haven't seen Fright Night in a hot minute. Maybe I'll watch it before bed." Definitely a good watch. Definitely a good one. It's definitely one that is on my list to catch up on as well. It has definitely been a minute, but it was one of those horror movies I had as a kid that was on the VHS tape with like 2 other movies. And I know that I've seen it multiple times. Actually, if I really think about it, and it's sad that I remember this, but it's the truth. I think that Fright Night was on the same VHS tape as the movie The Wraith when I was a kid. I used to absolutely love the movie The Wraith. If you haven't seen The Wraith, it's definitely a good one with Charlie Sheen in that one. Straight 80s for sure. Val says Fright Night, one of the best vampire movies ever. It's definitely a good one. Definitely a good one for sure. Great cast. And it's cool to see Marcy Darcy not playing Marcy. Like that was every time I see her now, I'm like, oh, it's Marcy Darcy. James said this one was a creepy one. Fright Night. Yeah. Good vampire movie. Like those are vampire movies. I totally dig vampire movies, and that's definitely a good one for sure. Russell says, "Welcome to Fright Night." Yeah, great line from that movie. Great line. John is saying, "Love this one." And you know what? The remake is surprisingly good. I'll definitely have to check out the remake for sure. I don't know if I've seen it. If I did, I don't remember, but I feel like I would have known if I saw it for sure. I'll definitely check out the remake. I have to watch the OG again first, but I'll definitely have to. Paula said, "I like that one." Yeah, it's Fright Night, and they did a good job with the trailer. They didn't do too bad, but a few little things. Val said they showed a lot in that trailer. They sure did. The sunlight scene, especially. That one for me, when they showed that, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna show that." Like, you guys are going there. That's fine. Like, why not? Why not? Mr. Rick is saying, "I haven't seen this one either. I am off for my birthday in 5 days. I think I have a lot of watching to do, and I'm going to use your trailers." Dude, that's amazing, man. Yeah. And for sure, reach out to me on Instagram, Mr. Rick, when you're watching them. Let me know what you think of them for sure. Because I don't see myself revisiting, all of this stuff at the same time anytime soon. So definitely let me know what you think of the movies that you do end up watching that you haven't seen yet. Looking forward to hearing from you about that for sure. Jeff said, "I've never seen a horror movie that has scared me." Oh, I definitely cannot say that. I definitely cannot say I've never seen a horror movie that scared me. Especially seeing the ones as a kid. The Exorcist scared the hell out of me. Phantasm scared the hell out of me. A lot of the early found footage movies, my brain wasn't processing those too well. Like, I think we talked about that on this show before. Like, yeah, there's definitely some movies that have scared me for sure. Melissa said, "Well, besides the Lost Boys, yes." Oh, when Val was saying that it's a great vampire movie. Yes. Dominic St. Clair is in the building saying, "Hey, what's up, Dominic? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy Sunday." Jeff is, "Oh, yes, happy early birthday, Mr. Rick." You did say that, and I didn't say anything about it. So yeah, 5 days. Mr. Rick's birthday is in 5 days. Happy early birthday, my friend. And let us know how your birthday went when we come back on next Sunday. Let us know how it went, man. And happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday. Dominic said, "Have you done the trailer for Creepshow and Creepshow 2? I have not. I have not done the trailer for Creepshow and Creepshow 2. We don't know what we're going to see in this list that I have tonight." And I will just say this, there are a lot of 80s horror movies. I had to pick 10 to keep the show within the limits of the show, because I'm only doing about an hour and a half tonight. And I wanted to stay within that. Plus, I wanted time to, once we finish the trailers, talk to you good people for about 10 to 15 minutes before I get out of here. I like catching up with everybody in the chat. And yeah, so if you don't see it on this time and on this round, and you guys really do enjoy it, and I get a lot of good feedback and a lot of comments, and you want me to do a part 2 of this video, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. Oh, let's see. James is saying nothing scares me. I don't scare very easily. I mean, now, you know, as a kid, there's shit that scared the hell out of me for sure. Kyle said Colin Farrell was in the remake. See, it does sound familiar. Like but I don't, I really don't know. I'll have to start it, and within the first 10 or 15 minutes, I'll know if I've seen it or not. But I will check out the remake for sure. Sarah said, "Oh, I don't think I knew there was a remake." There is a remake. That I do know. That I do know for a fact. Melissa enjoyed the remake as well. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Paula said, never saw Sleepaway Camp. Well, when you do decide to watch it, check it out. Let us know what you thought. Definitely in for a wild ride with that one, for sure. Russell said, I like the original Fright Night better, to be honest. And I'm expecting that when I see the remake, but I'm definitely open. There are some remakes I do like better than the original, and none of them come to mind more than Texas Chainsaw 2003. I'm sorry. I love the original Texas Chainsaw. The way that it looks, it's gritty, it's OG. I get that, but man, I don't know. Sarah said High Tension came out when I was 14, and that freaked me out. You know, I didn't see High Tension until about a year and a half ago. It was one of those movies that I thought I saw until I watched it, and I was like, oh shit, I've never seen this before. And I had a lot of questions when it was over. Definitely had a lot of questions, but I do enjoy that movie for sure. It's definitely a good one. I really didn't expect High Tension to go in the direction it went. You know, and that's where a lot of the questions come from. Like, how was this person when this person? Yeah, definitely. But High Tension is definitely a good one. One I don't own on physical media, but it is on the list. It's definitely on the list. I don't know. I've become a movie snob lately, where I'm doing a lot of like Scream Factory and Arrow Video stuff, and if they don't have it on those, like I'm very hesitant to buy them. But you know, High Tension's new enough to where it really shouldn't matter. But I'm definitely grabbing that one. Kyle said, I love me some Creep Show. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. James seconding that as well, saying Creep Show rocks. Hell yeah. Russell said, we don't talk about Creep Show 3. 1 and 2 is the best. I don't know if I've seen Creep Show 3, to be honest. Some of them blend together for me, especially the older ones that I haven't seen for a while. So yeah, I'm definitely not sure if I've seen that one, but I'm definitely going to take your word for it, Russell. I will take your word for it on that one. John is saying High Tension at 14 is a lot. I could see that. I could definitely see that for sure. Dominic said, what about Fright Night 2 from 1988? I heard that was a good sequel. You know, it doesn't ring a bell for me. I wonder who all came back for that. I'm going to check that out after this is over. I'm going to look for like a trailer for it to see if I've seen it or not. Jerry said slashers don't scare me, but movies about evil and spirits always get me. That's, you know, going down the line of stuff. It's usually the demonic possession type stuff that gets me too, Jerry. I will agree with that. Melissa said that's oh yeah, talking about High Tension for sure. It is. Michael saying The Hills Have Eyes remake and The Strangers scared the shit out of me. Hey, there's always something. Like there are definitely movies that'll get you, and they're never usually the same between people. You know, like The Exorcist scared the hell out of me, but I was like 6. I mean, you know, I don't know how old I was. I was young when I saw it, way too young to be watching The Exorcist. Sarah said, yeah, I definitely didn't know what I was about to watch. That's usually how it goes. Usually how it goes for that. Kyle said a lot of these 80s horror movies are on Tubi and Pluto TV. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shudder has some of them too. If any of you guys have Shudder, that's like the best $4 I spend a month is on Shudder. Like I fucking love it. I can't help it. There's tons of good shit on there too. A lot of original stuff too. Russell said Tubi is better. The only thing I don't like about Tubi, and don't get me wrong, I'm not being a snob about it, is all the commercials. It's like, oh fuck, we got another commercial coming, but it's fine. It is fine. James saying the only thing that scared me was the mutant creature in the island Earth when I was 5 years old. Dude, it's usually the younger. When you're young, that's when they get you. Russell saying Tom Atkins does a part in Creepshows 3. That's the only part that I like. Well, it is Tom Atkins. He's definitely horror royalty in my book anyway. He is. You gotta love freaking Tom Atkins. At least I do. I do for sure. With that being said, let's go ahead and get to the next trailer. Let me go ahead and bring this up, and here we go.
What do you mean came back?
I'm sorry, Arnie, I can't.
I know you're jealous. The kid was cut in half, Arnie.
Riot is over. We're not finished yet!
I knew a guy had a car like that once and killed himself in it.
All right. Second here. All right. Yes, Christine. Look, to this day, that car is dope as shit. Like, I would drive that fucking car everywhere. I would. Every time I see it. The older I get, the cooler the shit fucking looks. It does. I can't help it. That car is so damn cool to me. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I love that freaking car. Russell was saying that's why it's free, Michael. Tubi. Yes, I understand everything behind why it's free. I understand why they have the commercials. But there are just some times where I'm just like, oh damn, didn't we just have a commercial like 30 seconds ago? But I get it. Yeah, Tubi's great. Everything's on Tubi. All else fails, Tubi's got your back. Peter Anthony from Peter Anthony's Productions is in the chat saying, what's up, family? What's up, Peter? Man, dude, I meant to reach out to you last week. I'm gonna reach out to you tonight. Always good to see you here, brother. I hope that you are doing well, my friend. Always good to see you here, brother. Always good to see you here. I see a lot of people throwing out Christine. Yes. Christine, I'm telling you, it's the car for me. It is the freaking car. It's so cool. And you know what? Something else that's really cool about that movie is I think that John Carpenter, he just has you can always tell it's a John Carpenter movie with the music. And the music to me I really love the theme to Christine. Like to me, it just makes it even cooler for sure. Kyle is saying awesome movie. It was definitely an awesome movie for sure, Kyle. I agree. Sarah's saying, I still haven't seen this. It's on the list, though. I have to get to it this month. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. You definitely won't be disappointed at all, for sure. John is saying, Harry Dean Stanton makes everything better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Melissa is saying, I hate the car, but I love the movie. How can you hate the car? The car is amazing. But I get it. You like what you like, Melissa. I got you. Kyle said that music sounds very similar to Halloween 3. Dominic, Halloween 3 music in that trailer. Could have been some of it, not so much. But there might have been. I'll have to go back and listen to it again. Gina said, awesome movie. I hope they don't remake it. Yes, so that's a thing, isn't it? I totally forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up, Gina. So I have heard that they were talking about remaking Christine. What do you guys think in the chat about them remaking Christine? Now, we know, you've always got the original to go back to. Is that something that you would be interested in seeing? Like, it's kind of tough. Like, Do you remember that fan film we watched that was Christine based? Like, that was awesome, but that was horror comedy, right? And it was a short. I just don't know if I would really be amped to go see a Christine remake. That would be tough. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Russell said the car is amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Melissa said I'd rather drive a Dodge Charger. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You could probably buy like 4 Chargers with the cost of what Christine would cost. And it's not about the price. I don't know. I don't know. Christine, that's a car. James is saying having problems. The picture keeps freezing up every once in a while. Yes, that goes back to what I was saying earlier with StreamYard. It is tripping tonight for sure. But I'm trying to time it. So if I see it mess up, I try to jump into a trailer right after it fixes, so it doesn't mess up the trailer. Melissa saying my hubby loves the car Christine. Hell yeah. Great taste. Great taste. Dominic is saying Christine best killer car film. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Mr. Rick is saying that was a good movie. Haven't seen that in years. Definitely worth a go back on that one, Mr. Rick. I went back and watched it, I don't know, a few months back. Still great. It still holds up. It was still a fantastic watch. I still had a great time with it for sure. James said the car does the talking. I don't know anyone who. Oh, there's a few people that haven't seen it yet, buddy. There's definitely a few people that haven't seen it for sure. Russell saying they should leave it alone, to be honest. I kind of want him to. I kind of want him to leave it alone too. I don't know if that's the 80s nostalgia in it for me. That's like, no, don't touch it, leave it alone. I just don't know what they could do to really make me be like, oh damn, that was worth it. That was definitely worth it. I don't know. Michael saying hell no, not necessary. Michael, that was a very lean point that you did there. It was straight to the point. It was a straight line. There was no fat in that statement. Fantastic. Yes, straight to the point. I love it, my man. Absolutely love it. Kyle saying that would be a tough sell as a remake. That is definitely a good way of putting it, because I'm so wishy-washy about it. I would not see it opening night. I would wait to hear what other people thought. I would be that way with this film. And 9 times out of 10, I would probably wait until it was streaming somewhere. I would watch it then. But I don't see me being a day one ticket holder, or even wanting to really go to a theater to see it. I don't know. Jerry said a possessed Kia. What would you call that movie, Jerry? What would you call that? I don't feel like it would be Christine, but that could be interesting. It would be hilarious. It would be absolutely hilarious. Val says, please make sure you smash that like button. Yes, my mod's looking out for me. Things that I forget to say throughout the show. Yes, if you have not hit that like button yet, please do so. It helps out the channel more than you know. And when this is over, please don't forget to come back in after you close it out and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what your favorite trailers were. And I'll say all this again at the end. But yes, Val, thank you very much. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. James is saying they need to make a movie about a killer Cybertruck. That would be funny. All right. Dominic is saying the car from 1977 is also a good killer car film. Dude, I don't think I've seen the car. Honestly, I do not think that I've seen that one. You're saying it's good? I might have to check that out. I'll definitely check out the trailer to see if I would like checking that out. Melissa said, I like the movie called The Car. So scary. So, and you guys are talking about the same thing. You guys are definitely talking about the same thing. I got 2 people now saying that The Car was really good. I'll have to check it out. Kyle says, how has anyone not seen Christine? It truly is a classic. You know what, Kyle? I'll tell you this. Movies do slip through the cracks. I do get it, right? But I am jealous of the people who haven't seen it, who plan to see it, because they get that experience. You know, they get that first time watch of being like, holy shit, this was a fucking awesome movie. So hell yeah. Melissa saying, yes, so good. I think it's scary compared to Christine. All right. Those are bold statements. Bold. Kyle said, I think it would be bad, like the Carrie remake. That had Hit Girl from yeah, that movie. Chloe, I always mess up her name. I don't know if I've seen that either. I'm a little behind on some stuff, you guys. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Russell said maybe they wasn't in the 80s. And then there's that. That's a freaking great point, Russell. That is definitely a great point. See someone that's like 12 years old and they're like, I haven't seen Christine. Yeah, I get it. But even people our age who haven't seen it, it's movies slip through the cracks. They do, for sure. James said, can you still find the same car these days to make the remake? So you're wanting to bring back the classic Christine car to make a remake. Would you have cameos from the surviving people from Christine in that movie as well? Would you continue the story or would you make it its own? Interesting. Because if it was the same car, well, then it'd just be like Christine 2 or Christine 3 or Christine 4. I don't know. It's tough. It is definitely tough. Paula said, I haven't seen that one either. Yeah, Paula, definitely check it out. Check it out for sure. Russell said there's another movie called Trucks. It's good. It's only one truck movie for me, buddy, and it's Joyride. I'm just playing. Maximum Overdrive's out there too. Definitely out there. Sarah's also reminding everybody, don't forget to visit the Movies and Beyond store for all your merch needs. It really helps support the channel, and she leaves the link below. Hell yeah. Thank you for that, Sarah. Thank you. James is saying those Cybertrucks are so ugly. They're so homely looking. Kyle said Maximum Overdrive is another good movie with a similar concept to Christine. Not as scary as Christine, but I thought it was good. That's another one I haven't seen in a very long time, is Maximum Overdrive. All right. We ready to jump on another trailer? Hopefully, StreamYard holds it together. And here we go. Don't look at the top. Don't look at the top. Don't look at the top.
The house looks just like the one next to it. And the one next to that. And the one next to that. A young couple live in it.
Give Ken a kiss.
You are so obnoxious.
With their 3 children.
Poor Ken, honey, chewy fight.
And something more.
They're here. Sweetie, remember last night? Do you remember when you woke up and you said you were here?
Uh-huh.
Well, who did you meet? Who's here?
TV people.
Something's funny going on here next door. Something,
We were wondering if maybe you had experienced any disturbances lately.
What kind of disturbances?
I don't know what hovers over this house. I've never sensed anything like it.
That thing is in there with my baby.
You're hungry.
Now Steven Spielberg crosses a frightening new threshold into a world within our own. Its form is revealed.
What is it?
Its focus is clear. And the games are over. Poltergeist. It knows what scares you.
All right. Pull this back just a little bit there. Okay, so Poltergeist. I had to include that here because in the 80s, They're Here was used so much by people. Skits, It was on TV. People were saying it, in situations like that movie in the 80s. Granted, it's dated now. If you go back and watch it, it's dated, but at the same time, that doesn't take away from what it was in the 80s. Like, I loved Poltergeist. I absolutely loved that movie. And the little lady scared the hell out of me as a kid. She did. I've exorcised the demons. Oh my god. Oh my god. I loved Poltergeist so freaking much. Were you guys fans in the 80s? Those of you who were around in the 80s, were you guys fans of Poltergeist? Let me know. Melissa was saying The Blob was good too. The Blob's definitely, yeah, I enjoyed The Blob. It wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't bad. Mr. Rick is saying, why isn't anyone talking about the true remake of Christine? Halloween Ends. Boom, sting, zing. Yes, there was a lot of similarities there for sure. Definitely a lot of similarities. Yeah, that could be a whole show, Mr. Rick. It could be a whole damn show. Melissa saying, can't go wrong with Critters. I have a special place in my heart for Critters. I really enjoy Critters. I do. Critters is fun. Val is saying, Carol Ann. Yes. I really, Poltergeist 2 scared the hell out of me as a kid too. But I went back and watched it within the last 6 months, and man, that's the part that scared me. I saw why it scared me as a kid. The guy was still Reverend Cain was still scary as shit. But a lot of the other stuff was just like, oh wow, man, that is very early CGI. That is very, very early computer graphics for sure. Russell was calling out Poltergeist. Melissa was calling out Poltergeist. Kyle was calling out Poltergeist. And Jerry drops the dime and says, they're here. You got to remember that. Like, everybody was saying that forever. Mr. Rick is saying, I knew what it was as soon as I saw Steven Spielberg. Yeah, for sure. James was throwing out Poltergeist. Michael was saying Poltergeist was great. Did not like the remake at all, though. I was not a fan of the remake either. Michael, I wasn't whatsoever. Melissa says Meaning Critters is a good movie too. Yes. Yeah, I fucking love Critters. I got the box set of Critters. Hell, I even bought a one-off of Critters just so I could complete the set. Especially the original. The original is definitely my favorite of the Critters. Paula's saying so far, this is my favorite one. Hell yeah, Paula. That's freaking awesome. Sarah's saying this house is clean. I need to be Gina for Halloween sometime this year. Oh, that would be fucking crazy. That would be freaking crazy. Jerry Wilson said, I loved Craig T. Nelson as Coach. Miss that show. Yeah, me too, man. We used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. We used to watch Coach. I liked Dauber in that show. So very familiar with Coach for sure. Russell saying there's one scene in Poltergeist that gets me every time. It has to do with the food. If you know, you know. Trying to think about it. I might have to go back and watch that one again to know what you're talking about. The doll scared the hell out of me, especially as a kid. James is saying this film was more funny to me than scary. I gotcha. Melissa said there's a creepy man in it. Think it was in 2. Yes, Reverend Cain. Let me in. Yeah. He that guy was actually dying when he was filming that movie, or acting in that movie. And that kind of added to the creepy factor for that character for sure. James is saying the OG Blob was the best to me. I love the old 50 movies better than the remake. I gotcha. Russell said Halloween Ends couldn't lace Christine's boots. Dude, Christine, again, to go back and revisit that. Like, Christine is a horror. That's a horror classic, man. That's definitely a horror classic. Melissa said Reverend Cain was creepy. Reverend Cain was freaking creepy. Definitely. Russell said that Critters in Space Part 4 is a decent watch. I'm going to go back and watch that one. Like I said, I got the box set. Critters in Space. Didn't they start in space, right? In the first one? James said Halloween Ends couldn't lace anyone's boots. Melissa said, ever seen Ghoulies? Oh my God. Yes, I've seen Ghoulies. I even remember the cover to VHS of Ghoulies. There was one in the toilet, if I'm not mistaken, if that was Ghoulies. Yes, I do remember it. But again, I probably haven't seen Ghoulies since the 80s, for sure. But Critters, on the other hand, that's been a little more recent of a watch for me. All right, we are jumping into the next trailer. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Bring it up here. Let me know on sound. And here we go.
John Carpenter's The Fog.
This is KB Antonio Bay. Stevie Wayne here, and let me be the first to wish Antonio Bay a happy birthday. We're 100 years old today, and keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unknown came out of the fog.
Thank you, Jerry.
Now it has returned. Jesus. 100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unnatural came out of the fog. Now it has returned. 100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something evil came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Who's there?
The fog.
Antonio Bay has a curse on it.
You guys see Annie in the background there?
Some water got in here, but something awful cold did.
I think I'll go to Vancouver now.
Where's the fog now?
It should be right outside my door now.
Oh, there's something different about this fog. Dan, stay away from the door!
It's Brackett.
Come on, listen to me!
Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows. There's something in the fog. Stay away from the fog. From the creator of Halloween, the ultimate experience in terror and suspense. John Carpenter's The Fog, starring Adrienne Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis, John Houseman, Janet Leigh as Kathy Williams, and Hal Holbrook as Father Malone. The Fog. What you can't see won't hurt you. It will kill you. Between midnight and 1, it will find you.
They even gave us a time. They even gave us a time that it will find you. I love The Fog. You know, and a lot of people forget that Janet Leigh's in this movie as well, you know, because you have people like Adrienne Barbeau, you have Jamie Lee Curtis, you have Tom Atkins. Let's not forget, she's in this movie too. Janet Leigh in the house, for sure. All right, let's see where we're at here. Russell is saying, love The Fog. Oh, gee, me too, man. I have this one on Steelbook. I actually don't have a regular Blu-ray of this one. I just have the Steelbook copy, but the Steelbook looks awesome. It looks freaking awesome for sure. Jerry, let me know sound was good again. Thank you for that, Jerry. For sure, my man. Jerry, you're actually, I think you're really going to like this next one. I think so. Kyle says, great movie. It was a great movie. I freaking love The Fog. It's probably one I watch maybe once or twice a year, but definitely good every time I watch it, for sure. James said, love The Fog. It rocked. It did. It did, for sure. Mr. Rick, have you ever seen The Munchies? It's a critter-like movie. It is a critter-like movie. I remember seeing Munchies in the video store when I was a kid, and I spent a lot of my time in the horror section of the video store. but nothing comes to mind when I think of the movie. I know it exists, but I haven't seen it. If I have, it was probably like 80 something when I saw it. But I am aware it exists. Yes. Is it worth going back to watch, Mr. Rick? Let me know. Melissa says, "Oh, the Fog original and remake are both good." All right. Russell says Fog remake is awful. And Annie. It was Annie. There was Annie. There was Brackett. There was Lori. I love watching the movies and seeing the Halloween crew travel around with John Carpenter being in the movies for sure. It's freaking awesome. Jerry said The Mist is a good movie also. The Mist is a good movie. The Mist, the twist ending at The Mist, I would have to say probably scarred me. Like I had no idea that was coming and how effed up it was. Like seriously. Like that if you haven't seen The Mist, you owe it to yourself to check that out. I do like The Fog better as a whole, as a movie, but that ending in The Mist, man, that goes down in freaking history. Kyle said Tom Atkins was underrated. Tom Atkins is the man, dude. Tom Atkins is the man. He's been in a lot of good shit. He was also in Lethal Weapon. A lot of people forget that. Tom Atkins was in Lethal Weapon. You know that's my favorite action movie of all time. Lethal Weapon. Val from Val's Views is saying, saw this one in the theater with my mom. It scared the shit out of me. I love it. It's definitely one that, like I said, I watch once or twice a year. Love The Fog. Melissa said she loves The Mist. Mist is good. Sarah said, "Oh, I haven't seen this one in a long time. I never think of it. Time for a rewatch." Yeah. And that's the cool thing too about doing this, about getting these together, because they put the movies on your radar again to where it's like, damn, that was a good movie. I need to go back and check that out again. I definitely need to go back and check that out. And I definitely this year with Movies and Beyond, I do want to do a lot with 80s horror this year. So maybe this is a little preview of a lot of things to come this year. So if you are a fan of 80s horror, this will definitely be the place to be, at least until they start announcing Camp Crystal Lake news, because you guys already know I'm going to be all over that. I will leave my job to talk about that shit. Camp Crystal Lake news, that's top priority for me. James is saying, seen The Mist, didn't like the ending though. Well, dude, the ending was that was a rough ending. Russell saying Janet Leigh is Jamie Lee Curtis's mom. Yes, she is. And she was also in a Halloween movie. Can you name that Halloween movie that Janet Leigh made an appearance in? Mr. Rick says, well, they're saying names and they didn't say Tom Atkins' name. They sure didn't, man. I wonder why they didn't say Tom Atkins' name. I wonder why they didn't. I don't know. A lot of star power in that movie for sure. Michael saying, I really started to notice how many horror classics Jamie Lee Curtis has played in. I haven't seen Terror Train though. All right. Yeah, she, for a while, dude, and some would even say, she was in. That's how she got the nickname the Scream Queen, man. Jamie Lee Curtis was the Scream Queen. Oracle is in the chat as well, saying, "What's up, gang? What's up, Oracle? Happy Sunday, my man. I hope you're doing well. Always good to see you here. And Oracle's agreeing with Melissa that both of the Fogs are great. Hell yeah. Mr. Rick is saying, yes, Munchies is a good watch. Corny, but a good watch. And you know what? I dig the corny movies, man. Like those hold a special place for me. Like I can watch those all day for sure. Oracle is saying, what do you think of Terror Train, the one that stars Jamie Lee Curtis? I like it a lot. I enjoy Terror Train, but it is one of those movies that has been a long time since I've seen it. So it would definitely be one that I would want to rewatch before I went in any depth on it for sure. And apparently I've got to rewatch Ghoulies and check out the Munchies too. You guys are bringing up such good movies, man. Such good movies. I love it. Russell said Munchies was okay. Still worth a watch, man. Hell yeah. I definitely Definitely do that. Melissa is saying I'd rather watch Prom Night over Terror Train. Prom Night's good too. That one I've seen a little more recently. Russell saying Terror Train is good. Oracle is saying it definitely is. It's one of my favorites. I think it's so underrated. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Russell said, yes, I can. It was Halloween H2O. It was. It was. And she gave her some motherly advice. Did you see what they did there? Did you see what they did? I did. Jerry Wilson is saying H2O. I heard that like the Water Boy. I did, Jerry. I heard it like the Water Boy. But yes, you are correct. You are correct. She was in H2O. I see that Michelle is in the chat saying hi to everyone. What's up, Michelle? Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Melissa saying, oh, Miss Tate, happy Halloween. Yep. It sure was. Sure was. Oracle said, Michael, you got to see Terror Train. It's awesome. How many horror films have been on a train? I don't know of many, but this is a film you got to check out. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And I know I've seen it. It's just been years. It has just been years since I've seen it. So I will definitely check that out. All right, you guys ready to jump into this next one? Jerry, when I picked this one out, you came to mind, sir. So let's go ahead and jump into another 80s horror movie. Here we go.
I have seen the future of horror. His name is Clive Barker. Hellraiser. Beyond any terror you have imagined. A nightmare. No. Unlike anything you have witnessed, is born. Because within these walls, the unholy is unleashed. Hellraiser, a film by Clive Barker. We'll tear your soul apart.
See, now that trailer, they put one of the best lines in it, and that's freaking awesome. I wish Fright Night would have did the same with that. Look, I have my puzzle box. This is my fidgety thing when I do streams. Like a lot of times I keep my hands busy and I have this puzzle box for that. I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. One of the things about Hellraiser, I felt like I had definitely had to include it on this too, was I absolutely think that Kirsty Cotton, the character Kirsty Cotton, doesn't get enough credit as a final girl, for sure. I think that she was really good in that. Hellraiser, especially the first one. This first one's brutal. Like that is a brutal freaking watch for sure. But I definitely dig it, and I know that it was a big deal in the 80s when that came out for sure. So I had to include Hellraiser. Such a good freaking horror movie from the 80s for sure. Let's see. I see Michelle has hit her 1 year at Movies and Beyond. Congratulations, Michelle. 1 year. 1 year of the madness that is Movies and Beyond. You've been a channel member for 12 months. Thank you so much for that. It means the world to me that you have invested in the channel as much as you have, and all the things that you do for the channel. A million thank yous and congratulations. 12 months, 1 year. God, I can't believe it's been 1 year since I've been doing channel members. That is absolutely freaking crazy. Jerry threw up the yes when Hellraiser came up. See, dude, I told you. I know things, my man. I definitely know things. And you popped in my head when Hellraiser was coming up for sure. Sarah throws out, now that's what I call high quality H2O. I don't know why I thought of it that like I don't know why that's why it popped in my head that way. But it did. It did. Jerry threw up Hellraiser. Kyle threw up Hellraiser. Russell Dorsey threw up Hellraiser. And Jerry throws up my guy, Doug Bradley. Yes. You know, Jerry got to be security at Scarefest for Clive Barker as well. So Jerry got plenty of Clive Barker time about 5 months ago at Scarefest. Dude, I was so jealous of that, man. You got to hang out with Clive Barker. That's so freaking cool. That is so freaking cool, my man. Michelle is saying, love Hellraiser. Yeah, Hellraiser's the shit. I enjoy it as well. Kyle calls out Clive Barker. Yes. Oracle said, let's get this party started with the next one, guys. Hell yeah. James says, old Nailhead himself, Hellraiser. Yeah, Pinhead is the man. Melissa says, he was in one of the Wrong Turn movies. Doug Bradley was. Yes, he was. Paula said this is her new favorite of the night. I hear you, Paula. All right. Russell said, I like him in Pumpkinhead 3. Hell yeah. Doug Bradley's the shit, man. For sure. Pumpkinhead 1 still my favorite, though, out of the Pumpkinheads. For sure. I see that Michelle's getting a lot of congratulations in the chat for her 1 year. I see that. Oracle said, I knew right away when it said Clive Barker. I love the quote that they started that off with, like the next name in horror, and his name is Clive Barker, and that was from Stephen King. So that's, if you're Clive Barker and you put this movie out and you read that, you've got to be feeling pretty good, right? You got to be feeling pretty good, for sure. Let's see. Jerry said, yes, he's the man. He is the man. Mr. Rick is saying, no tears, please. It was a waste of good suffering. Oh, yeah. Sure. Melissa said, I almost, or Michelle said, I almost beat up. Memories. That's a true statement. There is a true statement. Oh, that's a story. That is definitely a story, and a great one, too. Definitely a great one. All right, you guys, let's jump into another trailer. I'd say I got about 20, 25 minutes left. So let's go ahead and jump into this next one. This one here was for me. I had to do one, that was straight up for me. So let's go ahead and get this one started. Let me know on sound, and here we go.
Michael and Sam have just moved to Santa Carla, California. They're about to discover its secret.
Notice anything unusual about Santa Carla yet?
No, it's a pretty cool place. If you're a Martian.
Or a vampire?
When you're a stranger, when you scream.
So where are you? The flying nun? I'm your brother, Sammy. Help me! Stay back! Stay back!
What's happening, movie star? Get yourself a good sharp steak. Drive it right to his heart.
You're a vampire, Michael. My own brother, a damn blood-sucking vampire. Will you wait till Mom finds out, buddy?
When a vampire buys it, it's never a pretty sight.
Michael, they're coming! Oh, shit!
All right, so for me, that's my favorite vampire movie of all time. It is, and I had to throw it in. We had Fright Night earlier. Fright Night is freaking fantastic, but The Lost Boys, that's something else. That is something entirely different. Like, that is my jam. I'm sorry, but sorry, I'm not sorry. That's just shit. It's The Lost Boys. Let's see. Michelle was throwing out the Lost Boys. Russell was throwing out the Lost Boys. Jerry was throwing out the Lost Boys. Michelle said, that's my favorite. Yes. Paula, I love the Lost Boys. Jerry, I love the Frog Brothers. Definitely some great characters, man. The Frog Brother, it's Corey Feldman, like that voice, like that voice for that. I absolutely love freaking Lost Boys. That is my jam. Melissa said, love the Lost Boys. Just watched it Friday. Hell yeah. That's so cool. That is so cool. James said, oh yeah, the Lost Boys. I remember thinking that these dudes are so fucking cool. Like as a kid, I was like, these dudes are so fucking cool. These vampires look cool. I mean, vampires up until then to me were like Dracula. You know what I mean? That was my vision of vampires before this came out. And these, when the Lost Boys came out, they looked cool. You know, they were like almost like rock and roll from the 80s. They all punked out. Like I was like, man, this is the fucking shit. And I've loved this movie ever since. Then. Russell saying The Flying Nun. Yes. Sarah, this has such a good soundtrack. The soundtrack to this is freaking amazing. And it catches you from the first scene in the movie where the camera's panning over the water and it jumps into the theme song from the Lost Boys, and it's so recognizable and it's so good. It's fucking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Michael says Star. Yeah, Michael. Yes. Kyle is saying, I still haven't seen this, sadly. I'm going to have to watch it. You are going to have to make that a priority, sir. The Lost Boys is the shit. I know that you're going to freaking like it. I know that you're going to like that one. Michelle says the best. Yeah, it is. It is the best vampire movie for sure. Jeff said Smoky Mountain Terror has added Tom G. Mack to their Lost Boys lineup. That's awesome. Scarefest just added Michael, Jason Patrick. They added him Friday. So Jason Patrick will be at Scarefest in October. And you know how Scarefest is. They usually don't grab one. So I'm thinking we may have a possible Lost Boys reunion at Scarefest this year. If they do that, I'm going to be happy as shit. That's going to be freaking awesome. Lost Boys poster, here I come. I want them all to sign it. If they get Kiefer, I'm telling you. If they get Kiefer, they've already got Jason Patrick. Hell, if only Jason Patrick and Kiefer Sutherland showed up, that would still be a fucking awesome poster for sure. Val is saying sax guy. I get it. Oracle is saying, love this song, Tim Capello. Hell yeah. Russell saying, Kyle, you gotta watch it. Oracle is saying the Lost Boys. Yeah. Yep. Gina saying another awesome 80s movies. The trailer gave me a little too much of the plot. You know, I will be 100% honest with you, Gina. I'm glad you were paying attention to that because I wasn't. I literally wasn't. I just sat there with a stupid grin on my face because I love the damn movie. But I guess that if you were going to watch it for the first time, it's like, yeah, you guys kind of gave away a lot. Kind of gave away a lot there. But for me, I'm just sitting there like an idiot, smiling, watching it, listening to the music and watching the trailer. But I could totally see that. Mr. Rick is saying, not just in horror, but one of my best 80 movies in general. Love The Lost Boys. Yeah, you break it down the 80s, man. It's definitely up there for me as well. That's a headache for me to sit there and play chess with that question. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Lost Boys is definitely up there for sure. Top 5 80s movies easily, if not top 3 for sure. Oracle, now I still believe stuck in my head. Hey, dude, it'll be there. You know what I mean? It will be there for a while. Enjoy it while it's there. Russell said Kiefer Sutherland is a cool person. Yeah, I've never been at a convention with Kiefer Sutherland. Definitely would love to, because I'd love to talk to him about the Lost Boys, and I'd love to talk to him about Stand By Me as well. I'm a very big fan of the movie Stand By Me. So he's been in so much stuff. Young Guns. I mean, come on, man. Like Kiefer Sutherland, he's been in some bangers for sure. Michelle says my brother looked like a Lost Boy. Did you call him a Lost Boy? Did you call him one? Let's see. James is saying vampires and wolfmen are my favorite old school monsters. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. It's always been vampires for me over wolves, though, for sure. Jerry said Keith Sutherland is a singer in his own band. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. James is saying heavy metal sax. I gotcha. Kyle is saying, I think you can definitely do a part 2 to 80s horror movie trailers, Michael. There are countless great 80s horror movies. All right. Well, we can, I will judge that by the comment section when this is over. I will look through it. And before I get out of here tonight, I will remind you guys to leave me a comment. Do you want a part 2? What did you like best? All that stuff for sure. But I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Kyle. I'm having a blast doing these for sure. Let me check to see how many I have left. I know it's only a couple. Just so I can. Didn't want to start that. We have 2 left. We have 2 trailers left. So let's go ahead and get this next one started. Had to throw this in there when you're talking about 80s horror greats. Let me know on sound, and here we go. He was in that as well.
100,000 years ago, it found its way into our galaxy. Trapped in the frozen wasteland of Antarctica.
Thank you.
It could not escape. Now the men of Station 4 have made a monumental discovery. An alien creature had frozen, but not to death. And man,
It isn't Benny!
is the warmest place to hide.
All right. Definitely for me, an 80s classic and a lesson in great practical effects. This movie, like the practical effects in this movie are absolutely crazy. And I have a theory about this movie. I'm not going to jump into it, but I will definitely be doing a video on this movie. And I've been meaning to do it for probably a year at this point. It's a theory thing. So I will save that and go into that for all you fans of The Thing out there, because I have a theory about that movie and I definitely want to get some feedback on it. But let's see what you guys have to say in the chat here. Let me catch up. I did see Melissa threw this up and I missed that. Stand By Me. Yeah, Stand By Me was the shit. I absolutely love that. Melissa also asking, are you going live tomorrow night? No, that is next Monday. I work tomorrow night, so I will not be going live. That's every other Monday I do that. But I do have something that something else to ask, leave in a comment section, because I may be doing another show. But it's all going to depend on feedback on what you guys say and what you guys think. I'm going to try to anyway. Paula says A Few Good Men, talking about Kiefer Sutherland. Yes, Kiefer Sutherland. You know, and I know that A Few Good Men, that movie, the most famous line that is repeated is, "You can't handle the truth." That's not my favorite line in the movie. My favorite line in the movie comes from Kiefer Sutherland. And he says, he's talking about the Navy and he's a Marine. And he goes, "Yeah, I know the Navy. Every time we get in a fight, you guys give us a ride." I was like, damn, he's talking shit in court. Like that's freaking, I absolutely love that line from Kiefer Sutherland. Yes, great line. Russell is saying The Thing. Yes, you are correct. That is The Thing. Jerry is saying consider joining Movies and Beyond on Patreon. He provides the link if you would like bonus content, stuff you can't get on YouTube. That is the place to go. It also supports the channel too outside of YouTube. So if you would like to support the channel and check out some bonus content, you can do so at the link Jerry has provided. There's a free section of it, but you really don't get that much. Like I'll put advertisements in there, but I think that they start at $2.99 and up, and there's a bunch of bonus content over there. You should check it out. Paula's saying love it. Yes, The Thing is definitely a good one. Great movie. Great movie. And like I said, it's the practical effects in this movie are just incredible. They are incredible. James is saying, yes, I love The Thing, both the OG and the John Carpenter version. So you're talking about The Thing from Outer Space and The Thing. Yes. Melissa's saying The Thing. Is that a thumbs down that you meant to hit? I'm assuming so. So Melissa, not a fan of The Thing. If I misread that, let me know in the chat. Mr. Rick is saying, another one I haven't seen. What's wrong with me? Mr. Rick, put this one on your list, buddy. Definitely put this one on your list. If you like practical effects and you like John Carpenter stuff and you like Kurt Russell, like this is a banger for sure. Jerry's saying, if you could take an extra minute after the show and leave a comment and a thumbs up, it greatly helps the channel. It does. Thank you for that, Jerry. It does. Kyle is saying, I knew you wouldn't leave this out. The Thing, another great movie. Yeah, I couldn't leave this one out. I definitely couldn't leave this one out. The Thing is, it's a fantastic movie. It is. Russell saying, well, the OG is John Carpenter's The Thing. I think he's talking about The Thing from Outer Space, Russell, because this was, loosely wrapped around The Thing from Outer Space, to which John Carpenter referred to in Halloween. If you remember, they were watching The Thing from Outer Space on the TV when Laurie was babysitting Tommy and her name just slipped my mind. Tommy and the little girl. God, I can't. My memory is so bad now. I'm losing characters from Halloween. Like that's what happens. Don't get old, people. Don't get old. It happens. Well, it's happening to me anyway. Sarah is saying, "Oh wow, I think that was the first time I've ever seen the trailer. I didn't recognize that first shot in space, even though I've seen the movie countless times." Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Come to think of it, I don't know if I remember that scene from Outer Space. I wonder if it's not in the movie. I wonder. I have to go back and watch it. It's probably been 8 months to a year since I've seen it. Hell, it could have been 2 with the way time flies anymore. Oracle saying, I think this was the most freakiest film that Carpenter has done. It was definitely scary. And I remember when I watched it for the first time, I couldn't, my brain couldn't comprehend why they were chasing that dog. Like I couldn't understand what the hell was going on. But yeah, another great movie for sure. James is saying the original one made in the 50s, but I can't really recall what they called it then. Yes, they called it The Thing from Outer Space. Russell saying Kiefer Sutherland is good in The Cowboy Way. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Russell, that was with Woody Harrelson, right? It's been a minute since I've seen it, but if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that was with Woody Harrelson. Melissa said, yes, it is. Talking about the thumbs down. Oh, Melissa, the thing is awesome. Jerry is saying, I'm watching a series with Kiefer in it called Designated Survivor. A great watch. That's cool. I haven't even heard of that. I have not even heard of that. Kyle throwing up Lindsay. Well, thank you for that, Kyle. That is exactly who I was talking about. Exactly. James is saying, that's it, Michael. The Thing from Outer Space. Yes. Russell saying it's good. It's good, Jerry. I'll check it out. Oh, yeah. Howard Hicks made it. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sarah's saying, right, on the first watch, you're like, leave the poor dog alone. On the second watch, you're like, shoot that dog. Well put, Sarah. Well put. Yes. Yeah, like, leave that poor dog alone. Yeah, second watch, it's like, if you only would have got the dog, right? If you only would have got the dog, what might have never been. For sure. All right, you guys, this is the last one for the evening. And I had, I'm a slasher fan, so I had to end it on the slasher type movie. But once this is done, I'll talk to you guys for a few minutes before I get out of here. Because, I love hanging out with you good people on a Sunday. It's one of my favorite things to do, for sure. But let's go ahead and throw this one up here. And here we
Everyone has a birthday they'll always remember.
Can we open my presents now, Mommy? A good guy! I knew it! Hi, I'm Chucky.
He's something, isn't he?
This is Andy's.
Time for bed, Andy.
Good night, baby.
Good night, Aunt Maggie. Good night, Chucky.
Everyone knows most accidents happen at home.
How did that happen?
This is no accident.
Andy!
I'm Detective Mike Norris, homicide.
Andy!
Miss Peterson's
Welcome
dead,
to Fright
Scarface.
Night.
She fell from the kitchen window.
Someone's moved in with the Barkley family, and so has terror.
Mommy, I know who was on the counter. Andy!
Ooh, Andy.
Chucky.
Nobody believes you about Chucky. He came alive in my hand.
Oh, for God's sake.
Why won't you believe me?
Because I'm sane, Mrs. Barkley. Sane and rational.
No one believes the truth. Or lives to tell it. There's nothing nice about murder. And there's nothing innocent about child's play.
I will say this about the Child's Play trailer. They did a great job of not giving everything away. I don't think that we saw Chucky one time talk or the doll, like, you got the point of view of the doll running. You got a shadow up in the little what's the thing called? The stairwell there where it had the grates, but they didn't give away like Chucky's actual like personality or anything. So if you are watching that trailer and you haven't seen Child's Play, there's still a lot that they did that you get to see and not given away in the trailer. So had to throw Child's Play in there. I felt like it had a part in the 80s for sure. Let's see here. Let me get back to the comments and I'll talk a little bit more around Child's Play here. Russell, I'm sorry. James is saying Winchester Pictures. Oh, you're talking about the thing from outer space. All right, my man. Let me pull this back here. Sorry about that. Okay, let me get that right. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Michelle says, "Is it Freddy?" No, I left Nightmare, Halloween, and Friday off since we did all the nightmares, all the Fridays and all the Halloweens. I left them off of the list for tonight. So they didn't get it. Michelle said Chucky, yes. Kyle throwing out Child's Play, yes. Russell, Child's Play. James, Chucky. Melissa, I hate to Melissa. Why do you not like Chucky? Michelle says hammer to the eye, Aunt Maggie. I love it. I love it. James says creepy little shit of a doll. Yeah. Michelle saying I love Chucky. Hell yeah. Melissa saying the third one is the best, and one he played in Fright Night as Jerry. Oh yeah. What's his name? Chris. Or yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yes, welcome to Fright Night guy. Paula said not a fan of creepy dolls. I mean, it's not. He's a slasher doll. He doesn't really give me like Annabelle vibes. Like the possessed shit. Like that's on a different level for me. But I mean, technically Chucky was possessed, so I don't know where I'm going with that. But yeah. James is saying want to play. So is Jerry want to play. Russell saying Chris Sarandon. That's the guy. That guy right there. Yeah, that's him. That's his name, Chris Sarandon. Kyle saying I love the original Child's Play, but this is the first time for me seeing the trailer. I thought it was really good. Hell yeah, man. And that's the cool thing too. A lot of these trailers that we watch, a lot of them are original trailers, and some of them are like the Scream Factory trailers. Either way, it's always fun to go back and look at the movies that we love, or the movies that we haven't seen in a long time, to do this. And that's why I do it. Everybody seems to like it. I love doing it. So yeah, hell yeah, man. Russell saying Child's Play was a mystery. It's awesome. Child's Play was a mystery. It's awesome. Yeah, Child's Play was cool. The first one's my favorite. First one's my favorite out of all of them. Mr. Rick is saying, Michael, I was afraid you wasn't going to show this one. Love Child's Play. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I saved it for last too. I saved it for last. Melissa saying he's related to Susan Sarandon. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. But it makes sense. I mean, Susan Sarandon, God, she's a big name. Definitely a big name. Michael saying, I was psyched like Andy when my sister bought me a Good Guy doll for me for Christmas this year. Luckily, it hasn't come alive yet. Well, yet is the key word there, Michael. Yet. That's cool, man. James is saying, since when did they keep explosives in toy stores that wouldn't happen at a Toys R Us? Dude, I if I'm not mistaken, that's the beginning when they're chasing Charles Lee Ray before he is Chucky. That scene. It's been a minute since I've seen it. I might have to pull it off the shelf, check it out again. Gina says, I loved Child's Play series and movies, TV. Yes, great trailer. Definitely had a horrible remake. Remake was bad. Remake was really bad. But there are two key things in this movie that stood out to me. One was where she's about to throw him in the fire, and he turns and looks at her, and his whole face changes, and he starts talking shit. I'm just like, man, that is freaking awesome. And I love Andy's line when he's in the fireplace, and he says, "This is the end, friend." And they throw the match in there. That shit's crazy. It's awesome. I did like the TV show. I think I watched the first 2, maybe 3 seasons of it, and then I kind of lost interest after that. But I did like, the beginning of it for sure. Oracle saying, I remember when it first came out, I was just 4 or 5 at the time, and it just scared me. Today I look at it and I think to myself, it's just funny as hell. It's funny how movies do that, man. It's funny how things at one point they scared us, and then you look at them like, how the hell was I ever scared of this? How the hell did this ever scare me? And then there's the movies that do permanent damage to you, seeing it too young, and it's just like, I don't even want to watch that. I can't even do it. Russell says, I love how they kept it a mystery in the original Child's Play. Nobody knew it was a doll. Yeah, man, like they didn't give you too much of that. It's kind of like, and it not in the mystery sense, but kind of the less is more. And they did that really well in Jaws. Now you knew it was a shark in that, but the screen time of the shark they did with the way that they filmed it. But yes, they didn't what's the word? Oversaturate this movie with Chucky walking around and talking through the whole thing. Yeah, they left it a mystery, and they left it creepy that way for sure. Melissa's saying Swamp Thing 2. God, that's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. I mean, a very, very long time. Very long time. Paula says, I ain't playing either, Paula. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Rick said Chucky said Aunt Maggie was being a real bitch. What a great line. I laughed when I heard that for the first time. That is freaking awesome. Jerry said, no, Chris and Susan were married years ago. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that makes sense. Michelle has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Michelle, thank you. Thank you. A million times. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Every time you guys do this stuff, like it means the world to me that you guys care about this channel and you guys care so much about this community. Thank you so much. A million times. Thank you. Melissa saying from 67 to 79 they were married. Okay, that makes sense. I've always known her as Susan Sarandon, so if they were married, and that's yeah, okay. James says I simply hate dolls. Dolls freak me out. Dolls fucking freak me out. Melissa said I love dolls, just not Chucky. He's boring. I got you. Russell said Jaws is another awesome movie. It is, man, and it's a perfect example of less is more. Like building that suspense, building that building up to that key moment at the end. Jaws does that really well. Michelle says, when she lit the fire, he said, "You stupid bee, you stupid ass, I'll teach you to F with me." Yeah, he was not playing. Like, his whole face changed. He looked up at her and his whole face changed. I'll never forget that. From the first time I saw that movie, I was just like, this is freaking amazing. This is absolutely fantastic. They did such a great job with that. And he just started talking shit. Like, started talking shit for sure. Melissa said, yes, but I like the second one the best. I got you. James says, just make sure your dolls don't come alive. Oh, I don't like dolls. You notice the closest thing I have to a doll is something like this. And this just sits on my desk just because I'm a fan. I've got a Jason that sits up here with an axe. That's the closest thing you'll ever see to a doll that I have for sure. Like, yeah. So tonight, just a quick recap. If we do a part 2, I'll definitely have to look for some more. We did My Bloody Valentine, Sleepaway Camp, Fright Night, Christine, Poltergeist, John Carpenter's The Fog, Hellraiser, The Lost Boys, The Thing, and Child's Play. So such a good list of movies tonight that we went through, for sure. Melissa St. James, I don't have any, but Jerry, he has Annabelle. Oh shit. No shit. I can't even do it. Peter saying Chucky's reaction near the fire is similar to me when a girl makes a bad PB&J sandwich. Oh, you're a trip, man. You are a fucking trip. How do you? But see, that raises more questions. It's like, how do you mess up a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Like, I think that would really. That might be a red flag, dude. Like, peanut butter and jellies are easy and they're good as shit. So it's like, how do you mess that one up? Russell said, hilarious scene with Chucky and Andy's mom. Yeah, like seriously. James says, nothing wrong with action figures, Michael. I have tons of them. Yeah, I mean, just in the comparison to the dolls, like that's the closest thing you'll ever find to a freaking doll that I own for sure. Michelle said PB&J sounds good right now. There's always time for a PB&J. PB&Js they're like my go-to for sure. Paula's saying new creepy TV show coming out, Dr. Odyssey Shark Attack. I haven't heard of that. I'll check it out. I will see. Peter saying 60-40 PB. You always go more PB than J, for sure. That's definitely yeah. Peter said definitely a red flag. 2 different butter knives, so it's different sides. Oh my god. All right. I got you. Russell says PB&J sandwich sounds awesome, right? Yeah. I could do that. I could definitely do that. Jerry saying I prefer strawberry jam. I am a strawberry myself, Jerry, for sure. Michelle says preserves. It don't matter to me. Jelly, preserves, spread. It's all strawberry to me. I love it all. Melissa says, I don't know how anyone can own stand-up. Michael Myers be walking by it or turning around every second. Oh, like a big, like Michael? Like, is that what you're talking about? Like a giant Michael? I don't know. I don't think that wouldn't bug me. Like if you had like one of those old porcelain dolls, like I'm not feeling that, man. I'm definitely not feeling like you could have I don't give a shit if you've got Jason, you got Michael, Stan, like that's fine. If you got one of those like one of those old school porcelain dolls, I'm just not feeling that for sure. Michael said, what would you do for a PB&J sandwich right now? But I am too lazy right now to make one. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's not really a lot of work. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. Jerry said, I have that Michael Myers. That's cool, man. That is cool. Paula said, grape jelly is the best. Grape is my option number 2. If there's no strawberry, I go with grape. Michelle said, I hate porcelain. Yeah, me too. They're freaking. I don't know. No. Nope. Jerry says he's in the corner of my living room. Dude, that's a decoration right there. That's a decoration. It's the life size. So it's life size. That's freaking awesome. Michelle said that's where Uncrustables come in. Uncrustables is possibly one of the best. Oh, God, Uncrustables. That is. I mean, it says it in the name. It doesn't even have the crust on it. Like, it's just. Uncrustables are freaking amazing. I don't buy them for the simple fact that I would buy a pack and they would be gone the next day. I would probably eat all the Uncrustables in one day. It's like Reese's Cups. Like, I can't buy Reese's Cups either. I will destroy. If I buy Reese's Cups, I buy them in single packs, like 2 or 4 at the most. But if I were to buy, like, at Easter they put those Reese's Cups and those like eggs, and then they come in like 12 packs. I can't buy those. I will sit here and eat 12 of them like, right here while I'm talking to you guys about Uncrustables. Like, seriously. Russell said, "Oh, I understand about the porcelain dolls, Michael. They'd be outside. Yeah, in the fire, not just outside, but in the fire. That's what we do on this channel, right? We burn it. That's where we go." Michelle says strawberry and raspberry preserves. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. James is saying my cousin had some old dolls in her house. They give me the creeps. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Russell's saying that Uncrustables are amazing. I do. I love Uncrustables. Melissa's saying apple jelly is good too. I'm not big on the apple jelly for me. But, I mean, Jerry said apple butter is the shit also. I don't know. I'm just not big on the apple stuff. I like apple juice. Well, at least I did as a kid. I haven't had apple juice in years, but like. Michelle said during the summer when it's 100 degrees out and we go to the beach, we always take a box of frozen Uncrustables and they are perfect. Oh, I can imagine. That's a perfect picnic / beach snack for sure. Michael saying, let's move on. Toasted cheese sandwiches now. Let's talk about toasted cheese. I like grilled cheese. It's my favorite. I like garlic butter on my grilled cheese. Like, that's the shit too. Mr. Rick is saying, do you have any day for the watch along yet? Was just wondering. Dude, no, it's going to have to be on a Saturday. That I do know. It's going to have to be on a Saturday night when we do it. More than likely, it will be in a couple weeks. Let me get that. I was just thinking about that yesterday, Mr. Rick. So let me get that squared away with the schedule, and I'll post it up. And then I'll come out with a regular schedule on when we're going to do those for the channel member watches. And then you and I still need to do your VIP stream as well, too. So we'll talk about that a little bit, and we'll get that together for sure. Melissa is saying pulled pork mac and cheese is yummy. There's a lot of things that are good with mac and cheese. Russell saying, I read that you're enjoying Reacher's. I am. So, and it's fair enough to the people that are bashing it, but I think that I'm just a fan. So I like it. But if I really broke it down and sat there, I can see a lot of what a lot of people were complaining about for sure. James is saying I like to eat chocolate cake icing right out of the container. I love to, dude. I will spoon that right out of the container. Like, I will literally buy a container just to sit there and eat it in front of the TV. Like, that's another thing I can't be trusted with is chocolate icing. James is saying I love Spam. I do not love Spam. When I was in Hawaii, I ate a lot of Spam, and no. Michelle is saying I do the same with the chocolate icing. Melissa said, "Ooh, Spam." Sarah saying I never had an Uncrustable, but I feel like I'm missing out. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You should have one. They're very good. Michelle is saying, but my weakness is Nutella. I eat jars of that. Eek, it's like so bad for me. Nutella, not so much for me, but peanut butter. Like, I will eat a shit ton of peanut butter. So I get the weakness portion with that. James is saying Slim Jim's yummy. Dude, it has been years since I've snapped into a Slim Jim. I don't think I've snapped into a Slim Jim since Macho Man Randy Savage was doing the commercials for them. Russell said, I'm enjoying Reacher season 3. It's already renewed for season 1. Dude, you knew that was going to be renewed. You knew that. That's like Amazon Prime's biggest show, for sure. Michelle said, I hate spam and my youngest loves it. So you have to have it. You have to have it. James is saying, I like deviled ham too. I got you. You know what I like, James? I like deviled eggs. I can eat deviled eggs for days. I absolutely love it. Just you saying deviled made me think of deviled eggs. I absolutely love deviled eggs. Jerry is saying peanut butter and celery. Hell yeah, dude. Peanut butter and bacon. I don't care. I'll eat peanut butter with everything. I absolutely love it. Melissa says peanut butter and fluff. All right. Paula said throwing out love to all the mods. All the mods. You are loved. I agree with that, Paula. I do agree. Michael said, I just like food. I just like food. Me too, buddy. Me too. I can't eat a lot of what I want to eat, but I do enjoy food. 100%. James said peanut butter and Hershey bars. Man, you are speaking my language 100%. That is so damn good. I would take a Hershey bar and just put a layer of peanut butter on top of it if I could. That sounds absolutely amazing. Melissa said, I make deviled eggs with bacon and scallions. Hell yeah. Everything's better with bacon. Everything better with bacon. And James is saying, I love tuna fish too. Boy, we have gone on a food rant. We are talking about all kinds of food. But I do want to say this before I get off here, because I am going to get off here. Tonight was freaking amazing. You guys are fucking awesome. You know I love you guys to death. If you want to become a channel member, you can do so by clicking the join button below the screen there. It just says click join. You can support Movies and Beyond that way. Mr. Rick, like I was saying, we'll get to the watch along as well. We will get that done. I am not on tomorrow night. I did talk a little bit about that. It's every other Monday, so it won't be tomorrow. It'll be the following Monday. Mad Matt will be back Sunday. You guys remember I asked, I'm going to put a poll up, so make sure you check your poll. I have one day that is free before work every day, and I'm thinking about doing just like a 1 hour hangout, maybe once every other week. Maybe I'll do it on the weeks where I don't do the Monday show during the day and talk about horror news. Call it like Horror Talk and Coffee or some shit like that. We'll do something like that if anyone's interested in that, and people can make it. It would either be on a Wednesday or a Thursday. I'll have to look at my schedule and see which day I can free up to do that. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, let me know. Let me know if you guys would attend something like that, if you're able to attend something like that, and I'll think about doing it. So that's really all I have for tonight. You guys, this has been a blast. I love to go back to the 80s, and to go back to the 80s horror is even better. It's even better when we're going to the 80s and we're talking about horror. So I'll put a poll up so you guys can vote on that if that's something you guys would like to see. And with that being said, I don't have much else other than I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey, you...